We're going to pause right now and worship the Lord in our giving. I want to talk for just a couple minutes about something very special that's coming up with regard to our giving. And then we'll move on. Tuesday, November 29th, is Giving Tuesday. Tuesday, November 29th is Giving Tuesday. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you, it's been around for a while. It's been around for the last 10 years, and it's National Giving Tuesday, but it's actually a global movement because it's caught on all over the world, and it's a day when people are radically generous out of their resources. Giving Tuesday was created 10 years ago, and the goal was real simple. It wasn't complicated. The goal was real simple: inspire people to do good toward others. That's it. Giving Tuesday, November 29th. Well, since then, hundreds of millions of people all over the world have joined this movement. And more churches have also joined this movement. And so as I prayed about it, God placed it on my heart to implement Giving Tuesday at VCC as well. It's a time to think especially generously, and we've got some generous folks here at VCC. But Giving Tuesday is a time to think even more generously beyond what you would normally do. It's a time when we show up for people in a very tangible way. Certainly, giving is nothing new for us. Over the years, VCC has given generously to those in need. We have a booming outreach ministry. We, on a regular basis, give food to families in need. We give toys to children during the holidays. We give back-to-school supplies for students returning to school. We have given scholarships and academic guidance for our college young people. We give clothing to those in need, and now we've been able to partner with a foster care agency and assist in the provision of 300 kids. And we've been able to partner with at least a couple of fast food chains in providing meals for those in need. So we are big on outreach. Serving and meeting the need in tangible ways out of our resources is at the very foundation of the New Testament church. You read the book of Acts, you will see that they were there for each other. When there was a need, they did what they needed to do to make sure that need was met. So it's what we do. It's what we do. We serve one another in whatever area the need is in. We show up for people because we are the hands and feet of Jesus Christ in this world. When we provide, we represent the Spirit of God with skin on. With skin on. It's just what we do. It's what we do. Giving, as you already know, is a biblical concept with reciprocal laws attached to it. You can't give without receiving. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, try it. You can't give without receiving. It's just a matter of fact. I know firsthand. I know what I'm talking about firsthand. God has proven himself to me in terms of giving over the years more times than I could possibly count. More times than I could possibly count. As a matter of fact, the most recent instance only happened about a week ago. Let me tell you something. As long as I've been in relationship with the Lord, I still get blown away. I still get blown away when he does stuff that was beyond my expectation. I think I've come to the conclusion that I think he just likes to surprise me. I think he just likes to surprise me. I had something, let me tell you, about a week ago, I had something on my mind that I wanted to do. It was just on my mind. I hadn't even had the chance to pray about it. It was just on my mind that I wanted to do. It was just a thought, and it was going to cost me a certain amount of money, and I had not provided the budget for it. I was just thinking about it. I had not provided the budget for it. And as I started to think about it, I hadn't even, as I said, I hadn't even had a chance to pray about it. The Lord spoke to me. The Lord spoke to me and said, look at a certain account that I have personally. Look at a certain account. Now, I had no reason to look at this account. I hadn't looked at it in a while. Had no reason to look at it in a while. I looked at this account, and I was not expecting to see what I saw. It was very different from the last time I looked at it, and it had just changed over the last couple of days. It had just changed. And when I looked online, and I looked more closely because I thought I was seeing wrong, and I looked more closely, someone that I least expected, never could have predicted this particular person, never could have predicted it, but someone that I least expected transferred a gift to me that was almost to the penny of what I had been thinking about and had not had the chance to even pray about. Had not had the chance. Now, let me tell you this. I say almost to the penny because it went beyond. It went beyond what my thought had been. So the Lord provided along with a little gravy. The overflow was there. That's how God works. When we cheerfully give generously, it's completely true. You can't be God-given. You just cannot beat him given, no matter how hard you try. Everyone in this room, everyone online listening to me under the sound of my voice, you have something to contribute that will make a meaningful difference. Some may be able to give more than others, but every gift makes a powerful difference, and together we can accomplish big things. Big things. I want you to take a look, those of you that are here in the room, I want you to take a look at the financial insert that's in your bulletin. You received a financial insert this morning, and what you have there is a 3-year summary comparison. You have a 3-year summary comparison of how we've done financially. The very first year that you're looking at is just before the pandemic hit. It was just before the pandemic hit. And so you're looking at pre-pandemic numbers there. And then the pandemic hit, and everything shut down. Everything shut down. Y'all remember, we had to stop having church like we had been accustomed to doing and everything. But God still provided. He still provided. So what you see in that 3-year comparison is pre-pandemic up to the most recent fiscal year. Our fiscal year goes from July to June. So you see everything up to June 2022. And you see the biggest amount there is our administrative costs and personnel costs. And you'll see that number there. We had to shift things and start doing things differently. We had to start looking at a media ministry, something that we had never even thought about before the pandemic. We had to figure out how to do this thing online and really get a good, solid media ministry in place. And so that's one of the differences right there. That amount that you see in that column, the admin and personnel, covers about 15 people that we pay. 15 people receiving compensation. None of them are full-time. They're all part-time. But that amount shows you the total for about 15 people. And I, too, get a little stipend, and there are plenty of times when I will call our treasurer, probably more times than not. I will call our treasurer and say, don't include me. I want to make sure everything else is covered. And it's okay, because God, as I just got finished telling you, God has never let me down. And he continues to provide. So I just want to let you know what you're looking at. So when our board met, we set a financial goal, beyond our normal giving. And we decided to connect it to Giving Tuesday. So we set a financial goal of at least a very minimum of $25,000. That's not a lot of money. Y'all know that's not a lot of money. $25,000 beyond our normal giving, our goal for Giving Tuesday, to help get back on our feet and end this calendar year and begin a new year, 2023, in the positive. Besides our regular offerings, y'all know I don't talk too much about giving. I trust God to speak to your hearts. Amen. And so I don't talk much about giving. I don't talk much about the finances. You all know that. But I fully understand also, and the Lord had to remind me of this, I fully understand that you have not because you ask not. So today I'm asking. So today I'm asking you to dig a little bit deeper and sow into the ministry of our church for Giving Tuesday, so that we can keep ministry going, so that we can keep being the blessing that we are, so that we can keep serving the community the way we do, so that we can do the things that God has called us to do. We want to contribute to all of our outreach efforts. We want to increase the number of our in-person services. Right now, we're only meeting in person on first Sundays. We want to add to that. We want to add a second Sunday, and then a third Sunday, and then a fourth Sunday, until we're going in person every week again. And you've been asking for it. And you've been asking for it. So we want to be able to do that, but it takes finances to do that. So allow God to speak to your heart. We also want to keep pushing towards our own facility in time. Now, that's going to take some time, and we recognize that, but we want to keep working toward that end. And let me say to every one of you here today, none of that can be done without you. None of that can be done without you. It's our Giving Tuesday effort with a minimum $25,000 goal, but you don't have to wait until November 29th. It's just that November 29th is the day. Giving Tuesday, you don't have to wait until then. You can give now and just make a notation on your contribution what it is, and that will be credited to the Giving Tuesday project. Amen. And those of you who give through Givelify, which covers a good number of you, those of you who give through Givelify, you'll find a button that says Giving Tuesday. It's already been set up. So just click on that button and your account will get the right amount in terms of the credit for your giving statement at the end of the year. Now, let me just say this. I'm not asking you to do anything I'm not doing. I take the lead here. I pastor this church. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. I'm taking the lead as I should, and I'm beginning this effort with $1,000 myself. I'm beginning this effort with $1,000 myself towards our Giving Tuesday effort. And I'm asking as many of you who can to follow suit. And if you don't have that, give what you can. Allow God to speak to your heart. Remember, everybody makes a difference. Everybody makes a difference. And if this goal is going to be met, we all need to participate and play a part. It makes a difference, and I promise you, I will keep you posted on our progress. Giving Tuesday. Does that sound all right?